Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup. Well, let's take a look at the Mets defense, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Now a ball rolls softly to second. And Walker's throw is right there for out number one.
Batting second, shortstop.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Now, Fillmore's an interesting case. I call him one of those guys that calls the corners. A little wider, but up and down, he's not giving you much. So if you just put a little square up there, that's him.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs are
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Braves. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
Tell you what, Matt, they got a great pitcher going, so it takes the pressure off the offense. You know, you don't need 5 or 6 runs to win a game. You just scrape out a couple, and he's going to make it stand up. All right, here's how the Braves line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at that dude BP. Yeah, the second baseman right there. He is really special. I love the nickname, but on top of that, Brandon Phillips is a showman. Hit a ball at him, he'll flip it behind his back, he'll jump up and snag it. He does everything. Can't take your eyes off him.
Here's a fastball chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. Markakis moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
Second, the shortstop.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Fouled back and out of play. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
Now in the box, Yoenis Cespedes. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First offering on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Inciarte's there. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. Standing in, Matt Kemp. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. First delivery to him on the way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
91-mile-an-hour slider. Man alive, there's not many people that throw that one right there. That is an elite group right there. I would throw that pitch every time.
Hit down the line at first. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Nick Markakis is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one. Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Nick Markakis goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Brandon Phillips is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
On the ground to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Curtis Granderson will start things off when we return. We'll go to the ready now. Curtis Granderson. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Neil Walker.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and he'll be there to make the play. Nicely done.
Batting sixth, right
Here's
fielder,
Jay Bruce now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Right to Phillips. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no. Welcome back to daytime baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us. Adonis Garcia digs in now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Catcher, Tyler Flowers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher
now at the plate, Julio Teheran. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fastball in. 0-1 count, and the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball, like...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We've played 2. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting slugger Lucas Duda starts out the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to the right. Phillips is there. And on one pitch, he's retired.
Batting 8th, catcher.
Now at the plate, Rene Rivera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
The pitch. Line towards center field. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Who would have thought it, Matt? 8 up, 8 down, and you give up the first base hit to the other pitcher.
7.
Baseball can be a weird sport.
Striding in once again, Jose Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Inciarte's there. And the inning is over. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Ender Inciarte. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And this is fouled at the plate. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
I like the fact that they're swinging early in the count, and they're really aggressive right now early in this game. But there will come a time you got to be patient. If you're swinging the strikes, that's one thing, but make him work a little bit.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one. I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
He's putting on a clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter. Strike 1, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's throwing a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, what a place to pitch from.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
Another try at 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Ready for another chance as Drupal Cabrera comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
As Drupal Cabrera.
Yanked on the ground down the line, and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. It looked more aggressive. It looked like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
There goes Cabrera. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that.
Well, you just don't see that too often. Back-to-back dingers on back-to-back pitches. I mean, that's kind of a definition of instant offense, if you ask me.
Standing in now, Neil Walker, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Jay Bruce, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Phillips is up with it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Rene Rivera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit on the ground toward the left. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Well, that's a big hit right there. So often overlooked, but what it does, even if he doesn't get a hit here, the pitcher that is, now the pitcher's not leading off the next inning. You get the pitcher to the plate right now.
Stepping in now, Noah Syndergaard. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. So here's Matt Kemp now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder, Matt Kemp.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cespedes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Right fielder.
Digging in, Nick Markakis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's taken for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They trail here 4-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Reyes. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind it.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, a hit in 2 tries so far. And there goes Reyes. A pitch out. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. This is pulled into right. Markakis is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The left fielder number.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Hard on the ground toward short. Swanson brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adonis Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Garcia.
First pitch swinging as this will be a chance for Walker at second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, catcher.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Kurt Suzuki will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Kurt Suzuki.
And that's in there for a strike.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get 1 at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Chaz Rowe is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Digging in and looking for more, Curtis Granderson. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Swing and a line drive. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he could square it and keep it fair.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Neil Walker. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. Man, pitcher got lucky. He hit a screaming line drive. Had he lifted it, he'd be jogging right now for 4.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And there he goes towards second. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. The relay. But he'll be in there with a double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Rene Rivera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. Phillips for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. On to the back third here this afternoon. Ready for another chance? Ender Inciarte. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the seventh.
Ender Inciarte.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Popped high in the air. Reyes has a play. One down.
The batter, number 7.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And he's likely just fastball by him for strike one.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
And a fastball just a bit up. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Now he'll step off. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a little tapper. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Jose Ramirez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Striding in once again, Noah Syndergaard. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Third baseman, number 7. Jose.
Settling in now, Jose Reyes. He singled his last time up, and now the lefty Eric O'Flaherty's up and throwing in the Braves bullpen. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Now a throw to second, and he can't get back in time, so the hit and run works against them as he hits right into a double play. Ready once again as Asdrubal Cabrera. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Drilled to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down quickly, but they're in front 4-0. Digging in once again, Matt Kemp. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Matt Kemp.
First pitch on its way. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And Walker will put this one away for route number 1.
Up next for Atlanta.
Now we'll look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers, and these home fans have been treated to a real gem, as evidenced by that big oval-shaped number in the hit column on the right side of your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. Nick Markakis is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been throwing a lot of first pitch strikes in this game. That first pitch strike, it just opens up the whole strike zone and what you can do as a pitcher.
Here it comes, 0-2. And now a swing by Markakis as this is pulled on the ground to second. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Here's Brandon Phillips. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Now that's a nice pitch. He ran that into about mid-90s and put it past him.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Lifted in the air to center field. Inciarte's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 3.
It is Curtis Granderson. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle, but right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil
Digging in the
Walker.
switch hitter, Neil Walker. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the Big Apple seats and gone.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you 1 lapse, 1 bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
Here's Jay Bruce now. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Runners off for second. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw to third. Tag, and they got him as he couldn't make it first to third on the base hit to right, and the inning is over. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the soul. Adonis Garcia digs in now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Here's the first pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler
A reminder that
Flowers.
coming up immediately after the broadcast, we'll have full highlights from our ball game here at Citi Field. Ready now, Tyler Flowers. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters. He's throwing first pitch strike 2. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection. Sean Rodriguez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Probably good he didn't make contact on that one. It's so tough to get around on a fastball up and in.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's...
Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Well, when you rack up a whole boatload of strikeouts like he did here, there's not much of a debate to be had. He was fun to watch.